Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Pound, and this is our last video for Chapter 4 on cellular processes from BJU Biology's 4th edition. So, we're working on Section 4B, cellular metabolism and protein synthesis. And today I want to focus on subsection 4.5, metabolism and homeostasis. So, our objectives today are going to be to discuss factors that affect metabolic rate and to differentiate between anabolism and catabolism. So, factors that affect metabolic rates, and remember the metabolism is the chemical reactions that are taking place in an organism. So, there are many factors that can affect this. The first is degree of activity. The more active an individual or an organism is, the more the faster their metabolism will be, the faster the chemical reactions taking place, because they will need more energy to do that, okay, for their activity level. So, expect in humans, young children tend to have a faster metabolism because they're much more active than older people. Also, age. Okay, age. As young ones grow and develop, they require more energy, and so they are going to be have a faster metabolism. As we age, metabolic processes slow down just naturally. Also, sleep. Okay, when we're sleeping, metabolic processes tend to slow down. Think of hibernation. That's why some animals hibernate during the winter, is so that their metabolic processes will slow down. Health. Healthier individuals tend to have a better metabolism. So, if there's something wrong with your health, there's something going on there, it could slow your metabolism down. Sometimes, if you have a fever too, it can speed things up. So, general health can affect metabolism. And then the environment, the quantity of light. For example, for photosynthesis, plants are going to have a higher metabolic rate during the day due to the presence of light for photosynthesis. There are the dark reactions, I know, but for the light reactions, remember you need the products from that for the dark reactions, and the dark reactions will stop when they run out of those. Water. If there's not enough water present for plants, their metabolism will slow down. Vitamins for all organisms act as coenzymes a lot of time. They have to be vitamins and minerals attached to the enzymes in order to make them work. And if something is deficient in vitamins, that will slow its metabolism down. And temperature, there's usually an optimal temperature range for organisms to function in. And that can be dependent on the organism because God made different creatures for different environments. And so, depending on fluctuations of temperature, metabolism can change as well. Now, metabolic rate can vary among people even when these factors are the same because each person has a natural metabolism that may be higher or lower than another person's metabolism, and that is not dependent on the factors that normally affect metabolic rate. So, when we say somebody has a fast metabolism, sometimes they do have a little faster metabolism than other people, and that is absolutely true. There's just like body temperature. We all have different average body temperatures. The average is about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, but some people run a little high and some people run a little low just naturally all the time. And so that's the same with other chemical processes in the body as well, and other factors that we measure. Now, let's talk about anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism are processes that build muscles and store energy, molecules and store energy. Because I'm looking at this muscle building things in the back because you can also build muscle, but it's the building of molecules and storing energy. Um, And both of these, in a lot of chemical processes, you have a little bit of a combination of both of these, building up and breaking down, but it's the overall result we're looking at. So anabolism is building up, okay? Catabolism includes processes that break down molecules and release energy. Example, digestion. And in the back here, I have sundew leaf. This is an insectivorous plant. And so insects will land on these sticky little things sticking out of the plant, and there are digestive enzymes on there. So it will break down. That is catabolism. Okay, catabolism. And then there's an interesting little process that is part of catabolism. Is called autophagy. It's the remodeling process of the cell. Some cells will have vacuoles that will form around worn out parts that no longer work, and they will form a vacuole around that, and then there will be digestive enzymes put in there by lysosomes, and they will break down the worn out cell parts, and then the broken down parts will go out into the cytoplasm to be reused by the cell. So we call that the remodeling, or kind of a recycling, reusing process that happens in cells. Is called autophagy. So it's basically, phagy means that it's basically digesting, it's consuming itself, auto itself, kind of like autoimmune diseases are when your body attacks itself. So autophagy is when the cell is, in a sense, eating itself. But it doesn't get out of control. It's just digesting those parts that it no longer needs. So, our objectives today were to discuss factors that affect metabolic rate and differentiate between anabolism and catabolism. So, don't forget your 5 questions. And also, don't forget to answer the questions at the end of this video. And this is it for the chapter. So, you can start studying for the test that's coming up.